we've all had them, those relationships that really just aren't working for us. So how do you know when it's time to fix it or let it go? Our expert weighs in with some tips in this morning's Sunday check-in. Good morning, Jasna.
Good morning.
Now, I know the show is based on positivity, but let's be honest. Some of us have negativity going on in relationships in our life. Maybe it's someone in our family, maybe it's a coworker, a neighbor, an old friend we grew up with. So I really want to talk to you about 3 ways that we can try and transform those tough relationships in our life. And the first one I know you said is changing focus.
I think that it is so important to know that sometimes it's healthy and important to, first of all, improve or move on from negative people in our lives. But when we really want to fix something and maintain the relationships, number one, I think that very often it's because of the miscommunication or an actual perceived hurt. So I think, how do we change the energy around that relationship? I love this process of taking responsibility for our own actions without blame, and then showing forgiveness, writing a letter to the person that has hurt us, or writing about them in a very positive way. So what do I do love about them? What has been the most wonderful in our relationship together? I think that in the end, it really makes us feel incredibly good. And on an energetic level, I think that that person is bound to perceive that on the other end and feel that energy from us.
And this is very counterintuitive, but the concept you just brought up of actually doing something for them, it's probably someone who's hurt us.
So that is very difficult, and it is counterintuitive, but it works every single time. And here's why. If you have a tenuous relationship with someone, it's very easy to focus on the anger and resentment. But when you do something for them, you go out of your way to do something kind, it breaks the cycle. And it makes us feel alive, because when we have a negative relationship, we're the ones doing it. And in the end, it makes us feel not very good. And we don't want that. So when we do something kind and loving, especially for someone who has hurt us, we energetically change the relationship and with that person in mind, but also it makes us feel like, I'm a good person. I'm taking a high road here. It makes us feel really good.
I really like that, though, because I heard the quote this week that goes along that lines of, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's what we're doing here, right? Like trying to change the conversation. And I also want to know about, you say sometimes people can be mirrors to us.
People are always a mirror for us. You are a mirror to me, and my husband is, and especially people that we don't get along with. So I think that there's a reason people show up in our lives. There's a reason why sometimes we have those tenuous relationships. So I think by focusing on the inner and processing our own state of mind, and this is without including the other party, and quantum physicists tell us, because of something called entanglement, you and I are, for example, forever connected in this quantum physics world. So that means that when I think about you in a healing way and I work on myself, you are bound to feel that as well. So I think it's that inner shift that in the end, we have to be okay with ourselves without expecting anyone else to change. And that, in fact, changes the entire relationship and the energy around it.
Okay, well, these are tough things, but we can do them, right?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.